This video is brought to you by Sailrite. Visit Sailrite.com for all your project supplies, tools, and instructions. Did you know that you can make your own sail using a sail kit from Sailrite? Some of our customers say it's easier to build a sail from a Sailrite sail kit than it is to sew up your own canvas like for Dodgers and Biminis. In this short video, we're going to show you the steps that are required to make your own sail. Jeff Frank is our sail designer. He's been with Sailrite since 1991 and is an avid sailor. He's been designing sails for over 27 years. Each sail kit is custom designed for maximum performance with the draft, twist, and entry and exit curves carefully calculated, controlled, and positioned on each sail. All sail panels are pre-cut on our 50-foot plotter bed. Seaming lines, hem lines, batten pocket positions, and reef points and more are plotted directly on the fabric, so there's no guesswork involved. Jeff carefully oversees all these procedures. Then he packs the fabric and all the hardware necessary for you to make it yourself and ships it directly to you. When the Sailrite sail kit arrives to you, your first step is to baste sail panels together. Detailed instructions will show the placement of each of the panels, and panels are clearly numbered with the plotter and also by Jeff. After panels are orientated appropriately on the floor, basting can begin. The appropriate seam stick or double-sided tape is provided for each of the Sailrite sail kits. You simply apply the seam stick below the seam line. The Sailrite detailed instructions will indicate what panels should be basted together first, because we'll build it in sections. Then peel off the transfer paper and baste the opposite half together, directly on top of the seam line, so that they are perfectly matched up. Since sail kits can be large, we'll build them in multiple sections. Now we can sew those panels together within each section. Scrolling the fabric like this makes it easier to fit it through the throat of the sewing machine. This Genoa is being sewn with a 4-point zigzag sewing machine. You could use a standard zigzag sewing machine. You would just have to apply 2 rows of stitches down each seam line. Since panels have been basted together, it's relatively easy to sew. All you have to do is guide the fabric through the sewing machine. Now we have all the panels within each section sewn together. Before sewing those sections together, we will apply the corner patches at the head, tack, and clew. Corner patches also come pre-cut from our 50-foot plotter bed, and Jeff Frank staples them together for ease of assembly. All you have to do is apply basting tape to the back of the patches and then baste them in place at the appropriate spot on your sail. Again, Jeff Frank takes care in labeling each of the corner assembly patches so you know exactly where they go, and the detailed instructions will give you clear and precise instructions on how to baste each of the patches in place. Once the patches are basted in position, we can take that section of the sail over to the sewing machine and sew that patch in place. The detailed instructions that come from Sailrite will show you exactly how to sew that patch down. Once all the corner patches are sewn in place, now we can concentrate on sewing the sections together. Once again, we'll use seam stick or double-sided tape and apply it on the seam line. Then we will baste adjacent panels or sections together along that line so that the panel is matched up to the line, and take it to the sewing machine and sew those sections together. Now that all the sections are sewn together, the sail is rather large, depending obviously on the size of the boat. Applying tapes to the edges is next. Smaller sails usually have hems, but larger sails usually have a tape that's sewn to the edge. Here again, we will apply double-sided tape to the pre-folded tape. Then we will sandwich the sail between the 2 sides of the tape. This finishes off the side of the sail. If leech line is installed, we will install the leech line when we take it over to the sewing machine and sew it together. Here, a leech line is folded over at the end and secured in place with the sewing machine. After the leech line is secured, we can then sew down the inner edge to the opposite end of the sail. This happens to be the foot edge of our sail. At the clew, the leech line exits, and there a cleat will be installed in a later step. All of this hardware, including the cleat and the leech line and the basting tape and the tapes for the luff and the leech and the foot, are all included in the sail kit, even the thread, so you don't have to worry about ordering anything. Here we're sewing a support tape for a roller furling sail onto the luff edge. And now here we are folding a tape over the leech edge. The owner of this sail requested a leech line, so it too is being sewn in. Depending on the sail, the corner hardware may vary. For this Genoa, we're going to install a round ring with webbing. Sailrite sail kits come with all of the hardware required to install either grommets or rings. As you can see, double-sided tape is used to apply the webbing as you weave the webbing onto the corner, attaching that corner ring. Once the webbing is basted in place, we can take it over to the sewing machine and sew it all in place. After the webbing sewn in place, you can see here that we've already installed the leech line cleat that's also included in the sail kit. Now your sail kit is sewn together. Finishing touches is the final step. This may include installing numbers, windows, telltales, reef points, battens, and more. It all depends on the type of sail that you want. Click the link at the top right to be directed to the Sailrite website. There you will find two buttons, one for popular sail kits where you can click on it and browse through the list of already priced sails that are available through the Sailrite website. Or if you don't see your boat or sail, you can click on the Custom Sail Kits button, and Jeff Frank will diligently work on a quote and email it back to you. If you have any questions or particular requirements for your next sail kit, be sure to give us a call or email us. We're glad to help. I'm Eric Grant, and from all of us here at Sailrite, thanks for watching.